you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
What?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
Seriously, though.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like
dude, or people on the sideline. That was a huge plus. Like the subs.
Yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Big sack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Do you not? That's not what you do like normally?
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Looking to throw. He gets this out wide.
Good tackles.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6. And it
all right, Arch Manning about to get his first look.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And it's taken in at the 9.
He fumbled.
His own territory. He coughs up the
oh my God!
This is scooped up by
are you?
So they take over.
I force a punt. Oh, I'm received, and I fumbled, and now he got it on my 16. Like, are you kidding me?
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And they corral him just a couple
That's
yards
wild.
end zone. The pickup goes for
fucking
13
wild.
and sets him up 1st and goal.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down.
It's fucking wild. I just fumbled that. That's actually.
Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Arch Manning gets his first look. Yeah, right.
Gibbs again.
Now I'm going to fumble.
Lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted.
Interception. Whoa.
Got
what a catch.
Vikings are going to
get intercepted in the end zone. Unreal.
Will come out to the 20. And the
wow.
Defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but
what a catch. Holy shit. Damn, he just mauled St. Brown. That's actually wow.
Right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read...
Whoa, what a fucking...
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Who?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
2nd and 10. The play action fake, they'll look to throw.
Dang, terrible throw.
And this one is incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
They didn't get rid of that? Oh, my God.
Down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And taken right at the 35. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6.
Missed it, bro.
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. St. Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Third and 19. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid.
Yeah.
They've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 62 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He burned him now.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburner.
Hard arch. Skips on here.
Because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Yeah, I don't know.
Vikings now
I thought about that too.
Next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now 2nd and 3.
He's fucking huge.
They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle.
That better not be holding.
Got a man complete. And he gets this
holding. You got to be kidding me. Like, can I?
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area.
Complete a third down. Holding comes back.
Get it out on the shoulders, get them wide.
Get a stop on the opening drive. Fumble the punt. Like that's just how it goes.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And
just knocked out.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
All right.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
I missed him.
That's pulled in at the 32.
Oh, my God.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Shit. Instant with the smite off.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Good. Yeah, no complaints from me.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh my God.
Complete to Gibbs.
Right in the backfield.
Before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about
they just played the first game in the second
season. Get to that end zone real fast.
Yeah.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Wide open.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Muse, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Like, give me a fucking break with this.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Yeah, why are you shaking
it?
Right
around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler.
What, the online?
Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's probably going to be unreal.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a
nah,
2nd and 3.
That's bullshit.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Throw it! What the fuck, Jam?
Oh, he's taken down.
Sitting there jamming R3.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
That's fun.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll set up to throw.
You gotta hit that throw. Yeah, it was Jacksonville, and they fucking lost in the Super Bowl to Dallas.
They've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong.
Yeah, I lost to Jacksonville in the AFC championship.
Time to implement it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Close one. He just ran back to fucking. This is ridiculous.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Lions are able to add on to their first-half lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of. And now look at this!
I did not just.
One of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw now on first down. Rolling to his right. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
What the fuck was that? Oh.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, 44 yards. And the Lions open the lead up to 34-0. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
This is horrible.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Just the biggest load of bullshit just keeps happening. I complete a 40-yard pass, run down the field, fumble. Complete a third down, holding. It's 35-9. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea, but that is just fucking ridiculous. Like it was a quick hit. Alright. 2 minutes.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pick. Oh my god.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. They got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Zay Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Got 7 on the board. We get the ball back at half. And this shit's just already out of hand.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Nah. This dude that lost in the Super Bowl, so he's definitely nice.
With 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Yeah. Didn't even like do anything special this game. I fucking damn turnover.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dun, 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 dun,
Welcome back. Halftime over.
dun,
We are
dun,
ready
dun,
for
dun.
quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never
like
say
having a
never,
good punter
right? Because if you're
before
on
him.
an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
No fucking way.
Now they can't even get a play off. But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Why the fuck did he run right in?
Out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
All right, 35-14.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Kadarius Toney,
51 yards.
and the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. The York on now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On who?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Oh my God, wrong button.
To pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter.
All right, 42-21.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Probably, but I'm going to fight out. Decent game with Manning.
Minnesota's kick team
Having to throw a
ready,
pick. I'm
and the
trying to keep it that way.
Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good look.
He just ran it back.
Set up here.
I got a punt return and a kick return with Gibbs.
He might score.
Incredible.
He will score. Touchdown, Lions. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well,
yeah,
because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're
couple
going
of
to
defensive
plays.
plays.
This one. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight,
I'm not even
probably
sure.
should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Motherfucker.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game. So every other
my God,
has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He can't get him down.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Oh, I got like 1 by 1. Wow. Alright, I'll talk to you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
PI!
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll change things up. Here's Chandler. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. Now, this is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Trying the left side with Gibbs. Taken down at the 47-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening